And here's a question for you. We understand that it takes 3 days typically for you to clear 1 foot of snow in the stadium. We're talking 4 feet of snow. Can you get this done?
Well, we think we can. It's going to be a challenge. There's no question about it. But we're going to do the best that we can. We're going to be working 24 hours around the clock. We're going to have crews going in 3 different shifts. We've already started removing the snow from the parking lots, and we've got a good start on that. But it is going to take a lot to do this. It's going to be a monumental task. There's no question about it.
Scott, is there a plan B? Because I hate to say it, with more snow in the forecast, are you worried that this may not get done in time? Is there any chance of canceling that game?
Well, that wouldn't be our call. That's the NFL that makes calls on that. It's not the individual teams. But I can tell you this, our focus right now is trying to get that snow out of there the best we can, and that's what we're up for. We're up for 100% of going after it and doing the very best we can on the snow removal process.
Well, you sound very determined, Scott, and I really hope it works out for you. And hopefully people who are watching will be able to get a shovel and help you out down there. Thanks so much. That's Scott Berchtold with the Buffalo Bills. And hopefully the Bills will get to play the Jets this weekend. Kim, we're also talking about a big warm-up and unfortunately severe weather this weekend, too.
Yeah, you know, November, we've had some big tornado events here in November. We're going to see some tornadoes maybe this weekend. So we want folks to kind of switch gears a little bit, stop thinking about snow for a minute, and focus on the severe weather threat. To get there, we have to warm up the temperatures. We're going to see that. Temperatures in the upper 30s in Atlanta. That's much warmer than we were yesterday at this time. And we're going to get even warmer. Look where the jet stream is through the weekend. So a lot of warm air able to come in here across the south and across the southern plains. So the southerly winds spreading that warm air even up to Buffalo. So we're going to see a lot of snow melt in that area, possibly even some flooding from that as well. 56 tomorrow in Atlanta. That's not too bad. That's going to feel really warm. I bet I see some folks in shorts tomorrow. 58 on Friday. Raleigh in the mid-40s. It's really Saturday and Sunday that we get the big push. We're going to see 64 in Memphis. There's that warm air, the way above average temperatures, even all across the southeast on Sunday. Finally getting back to where we should be in Tampa as well. So the weekend threat is going to start Friday night as we have this disturbance that's moving east. It's going to come here out of the Rockies, and it's going to bring with it a lot of lift in the atmosphere. It's going to help get these storms developing. There's the jet stream. So we've got the jet stream, we've got the low, we've got the moisture coming north here out of the Gulf of Mexico, and we're going to see that potential of severe weather, especially here into central Texas. Looks like starting Friday night.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that words really can hurt you?
What?
Jesse, don't go! Jesse, no!
I'm sorry, Daisy, but I'm a loner, and a loner's gotta be alone.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
You get used to pet odors in your car. You think it smells fine, but your passengers smell this. Eliminate odors you've gone nose blind to for up to 30 days with the Febreze Car Vent Clip.
Wow, it smells good in here.
So you and your passengers can breathe happy.
When he first joined the Army, I was very nervous.
We didn't know what they would have him doing. But Bobby always had a plan.
With unmatched training in over 150 careers beyond the battlefield, there are over 150 surprising ways to become Army strong. Talk to your son or daughter about opportunities in the Army.
Alka-Seltzer Plus presents The Cold Truth.
I have a cold with terrible chest congestion. Better take something. I'll catch up later.
Truth is, Theraflu Severe Cold doesn't treat chest congestion.
Really?
New Alka-Seltzer Plus Day Powder rushes relief to your worst cold symptoms plus chest congestion.
Oh, what a relief it is.
Here we go!
And now, Alka-Seltzer Plus has a complete line of powders to treat your worst cold symptoms.
So großartige Autos werden nur in Deutschland gebaut. So großartige Autos werden nur in Deutschland gebaut. So großartige Autos werden nur in Deutschland gebaut. Ach, verdammt! I said it 3 times and it's still not true.
Performance is now an American thing. Introducing the all-new Chrysler 200. America's import.
Summer's over. The kids have grown 2 sizes.
We all need new coats.
Burlington has so many great options for the season. Scarves, jackets, shoes, great brands.
And the prices won't break the bank.
3 kids' coats for under $90.
Look out, Winter.
Here come the Wilsons.
Apples are good. A Strongbow hard cider, better. But Strongbow over ice is the best. Enjoying Strongbow over ice with your slow-motion horse? The bestest. Strongbow, world's #1 hard cider.
My job is so hard on my hands.
The cracks were the worst part.
O'Keefe's Working Hands. Guaranteed relief for dry hands that crack and split.
There was a difference within just minutes of it absorbing into my skin.
Only O'Keefe's has given me the relief that I need.
Learn more at workinghands.com.
This week on the Weather Channel Mornings, with winter weather in full effect, relentless cold has settled in across most of the nation. When will it let up, and how will it affect your travel? And we reveal the top 5 airports with the most weather delays. Is yours on the list? Find out. Wake Up with Al and AMHQ this week on the Weather Channel Mornings.
Currently in our area, 66 degrees under cloudy skies. Tonight, cloudy skies early, followed by partial clearing. Slight chance of a rain shower. Low 63. Thursday, partly cloudy. Slight chance of a rain shower. High 75. Thursday night, cloudy. Slight chance of a rain shower. Low 69. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Right now, we're tracking relentless cold and snow affecting tens of millions, and another major event is on the way. We'll be here all day and night with the latest on the Weather Channel.
Look at this! Are you kidding me? 37 inches of snow.
It was completely clear. As soon as I came around the bend, it's a wall of white.
I've lived in Buffalo my whole life, and I've never seen it like that. It was scary.
Wow, from record cold to epic snow, welcome to this special edition of America's Deep Freeze. I'm Kelly Cass.
And I'm Kim Cunningham. Unfortunately, even areas that are used to lake effect snow, well, they actually got more they could handle. Now it looks like 7 deaths are now being blamed on this heavy snow event in western New York.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're still looking at more snow that's coming into this area. And check out some of these impressive snowfall totals. I mean, 65 inches, Kim, that's 5 feet 5. That's me, by the way, to the top of my head right there.
Actually, I'm 5'5" too.
Are you?
Yeah.
I mean, Lancaster picking up 63 inches. This is amazing to see this kind of totals, especially for this lake effect band area.
Right, and right now, though, we're looking at just what we call like synoptic snow coming through. So the good news is we're going to get a little bit of snow with this, but it's later on tonight that we're going to see another lake effect band that will be setting up. Jim's going to talk about that in a minute.
The video, the pictures, very impressive this evening, as well as people are able to dig out and show us what's been going on in their neighborhoods. Check this out. This is in Lockport, New York, where it was actually a whiteout. I mean, blizzard conditions really as you were trying to travel, but of course we're telling people not to travel.
Right, so, and this is why you can't see the visibility, almost down to 0 in many cases. And we're actually looking at folks trying to get out there now. I think today was the day to do it. Later in the day where the snow band tapered off, and the big dig was going on here in Hamburg, New York. I think we're going to show you some video of that. There we go. Folks were out there trying to dig out and taking turns. Hopefully they weren't just standing there, hopefully taking turns with the shovel.
I mean, this is backbreaking work right there. You definitely need the snow blowers to help you out with this situation. And it just reminds you, you should have the kitty litter in the car too if you're traveling to help with the traction underneath the tires. And here's a snow blower for you. This went to good use in Cheektowaga, New York, right?
Great investment. That's where my money would go if I lived there for sure. All right, guys, let's talk to Mike Seidel, who is live right now in Cheektowaga, New York. And Mike, would you invest in one of those as well?
In a New York minute.
You bet.
You got that right. You've got to have a snowblower up here. You know, it's like back when you used to sweep the leaves off the sidewalk, and then all of a sudden, I don't know how many, 25 years ago, the leaf blowers. it's so much easier. And it wasn't that bad as far as snow goes, as far as the consistency. The snow is very powdery. The problem, though, is there was so much of it. Let's show you Lancaster and take a look at what they've been doing out there for 2 days now. Deep snow up to the street signs. And look at these guys out there shoveling and blowing. We talked to these fellows about 4 o'clock this afternoon, and they were out there. They've been out there for 2 days. They're worried about the snow on the roof because we're going to get more snow tonight, and they're also concerned about the rain. We also met the Richter sisters, and these ladies have a terrific attitude about this entire event. Take a listen.
Buffalo. Yeah, it looks like Lancaster, New York got hit pretty bad. We've got about 5.5 feet down here, and our street's always the last one to get plowed, so we walked actually to one of the food markets here, and they were out of food. So we went to a gas station, got Slim Jim's Pop-Tarts, and then walked to Ronnie's Pizza. And this will be our dinner tonight and our breakfast tomorrow morning.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, just getting down here alone, you can see the path is 5 feet of trucking through snow. But honestly, it's an experience, and we just get through it as best we can.
Yeah, it's the city of good neighbors. We've met some great people down there, and they all help each other out.
It's exciting.
Behind them is the street they live on, and as you can see, that one was not plowed, but most of the streets of Lancaster have been plowed. It's only about 4 or 5 miles south of here. That's how tight the gradient is. 63 inches there, about a foot here. Weather Service just on the other side of the airport's had a little over 8 inches. We've got the next band coming in here later on this evening, say around 11 o'clock or so, until 3 or 4 in the morning. Then it's going to head right back down to the south towns, the same places that have been buried under 5, almost 6 feet of snow. And then it will eventually drift south. This one's going to be on the move later tomorrow into Friday down towards ski country, where they would like to get some more snow. They haven't been certainly in the thick of it because the band has been farther north than ski country. So down around Cattaraugus, Chautauqua counties, Kim and Kelly. You know those areas, Kelly, that you'll get some good snow too as we get into Thursday night and Friday as it winds down.
All right, way to end it on a good note, Mike, because that is good news. Ski resorts opening up a little ahead of schedule.
That's right, this weekend, right?
There you go.
All right, good deal. Unfortunately, the travel is disrupted. It's a huge mess, and Reagan Medji has been focusing on the travel concerns on I-90.
It's something most all of us do, driving on snow-covered roads. But with this storm, it wasn't just the roads covered in white, but it was also neighborhoods, like this one in the town of Lancaster, buried feet below.
I came out this morning, probably about 14, 15 hours of shoveling since yesterday and counting today.
As for drivers, they too were going up against mountains of snow. So much it forced the closure of more than 100 miles of Interstate 90, a main highway to Buffalo.
I wanted to get as close as I could to the border. The small town back there, things were not looking good, starting to slide a little bit, so I needed to get to a safe place, and that's it.
Hundreds of drivers on I-90 got stuck and had to leave their vehicles behind. Some tried their very best to get out, while others had to be rescued. This snowstorm turned deadly for at least 5 people. One man found in his car, buried under the snow. When the storm took a pause, it was time to dig out for the Buffalo suburbs, like here in Elma.
Now that the snow has stopped and the plows are in action, here's a look at the roads in Lancaster, where more than 5 feet of snow fell. As you can see, the 5 feet or more of snow is bordering the street. And not only that, sometimes it's difficult to figure out if those piles of snow are snow or vehicles underneath.
Farther south to East Aurora, this area is expected to be hit with yet another band of snow. More than a foot could fall during round 2.
Everybody's prepared to dig out.
And by the way, the death toll in New York State has now climbed to 7. And as Reagan just mentioned, we do have more snow on the way to the hard-hit area.
And Storm Tracker Jim Cantori is in the lab with more. Jim?
Yeah, guys, we'll talk about the snow coming up in the F block, or about 50 past, but I want to show you a couple of things. First of all, these guys that are shoveling the snow in through here. And what I wanted to show you is when you have snow this deep, all right, start at the top. Start with the top layers, remove those, go down, because there's no way you can start at the bottom. You're going to break your back. You're going to crush your back. You're going to be done, toast. So start at the top, remove the top layer, and go all the way down. All right, let's go to the picture, guys, of the house, just like that guy's doing. See, you starting at the top? That's perfect. Perfect example of what I'm talking about. This is a problem. Look at all this snow on top of this roof right here. Just tremendous. As a matter of fact, this is two roofs. Here's the main roof here, and then it's an overhang, potentially a porch, which you see down through here, supported by these, either they're poles or 4x4s. All right, maybe 6-7 feet apart. That's holding a tremendous amount of weight. So let's talk a little bit about snow load in through here. I want to bring in the chalkboard and get into this a little bit. As we always talk about, a cubic volume or volume of water, a cubic foot of water weighs about 60 pounds. Let's take a third of that volume, all right? So, or actually a quarter of that volume. A quarter of that volume, that weighs about 15 pounds a square foot. So we're just taking a slab, essentially, out of that volume right there. A flat roof, just an average room, 16 feet by 20 feet, that's 320 square feet. 320 square feet times the weight of the water, 15 pounds per square foot, that's 4,800 pounds, all right? 3 to 5 inches is what I think we actually got with this first event. I think it's more like 5 inches. If we get another 1 to 3 feet, that's another 1 to 3 inches of water. If we get on Monday another ½ inch to inch of water, you take the worst case here, now you've got 9 inches of water. All right, that's a whole different game here. Instead of 3 inches, now you've got 45 pounds per square feet. Now you're multiplying that as 320 by the 45, and you wind up with about 14,400 pounds. That's our biggest concern, snow load. And it's only going to get worse as the temperatures go up and the snow comes down.
Currently in our area, 66 degrees under cloudy skies. Tonight, cloudy skies early, followed by partial clearing. Slight chance of a rain shower. Low 63. Thursday, partly cloudy. Slight chance of a rain shower. High 75. Thursday night, cloudy. Slight chance of a rain shower. Low 69. Here's our 7-day outlook.
A girl whose snooze buttoned her morning run away. One cup of Downy created such irresistibly soft sheets, she wanted to stay in bed forever. Downy, surround yourself with 3 times the softening.
Oh, no.
Who are you?
Daddy, this is Blair. He booked this room with Priceline Express deals and saved a ton.
I got everything I wanted. I always do. You seem nice.
Even if it's your last one, always share the softness of Kleenex tissues and share your Kleenex Care story at KleenexCare.com.
See this? It shows the pressure points of my tired, achy feet.
I had no clue I was putting this kind of stress on my feet.
I have flat feet. I found this out at the free Dr. Scholl's Foot Mapping Center at Walmart. In less than 2 minutes, I got my foot map and my custom number. I'm a 440.
I'm a 210.
340.
That number matched the Dr. Scholl's custom fit orthotic inserts with just the right support to help relieve stress on my feet. I'm a believer.
Go to drscholls.com for locations and save $10.
Be one with it, and it will be one with you. Be one with your tires, and the road will be one with you. Angle Tires.
Apples are good. As Strongbow hard cider, better. But Strongbow over ice is the best. Enjoying Strongbow over ice with your slow motion horse, the bestest. Strongbow, world's #1 hard cider.
Check out all these airline seats. Lots of them, right? But when you try to get one by using your travel rewards card miles, those seats mysteriously vanish. Why? All the flights you want are blacked out, or they hit you up for some outrageous number of miles. Switch to the Venture card from Capital One. With Venture, use your miles on any airline, any flight, anytime. No blackout dates. And with every purchase, you'll earn unlimited double miles. Now we're getting somewhere. What's in your wallet?
Energizer Ultimate Lithium, the world's longest-lasting AA battery in high-tech devices. Up to 6 times longer than the other leading brand.
Andrew, Rita, Sandy. Meet Chris, Jackie, Joe. Minor damage or major disaster. When you need us most, we're there. State Farm. We're a force of nature, too.
Yo. Crazy, yo. Ah! My house. Yeah. Wow. Look, there's my cars. My cars are supposed to be. That. Oh my gosh.
Unbelievable, Kelly. And what's unbelievable, too, is how creative people are getting with this. And open up your door and you grab a cold one and, I mean, literally grab a cold one, right?
Yeah, this is actually carved into a snowbank right outside this person's door. They made like a fridge there. It looks like some, I don't know, some beer, some sodas or something like that. Now, we did have some power outages in western New York, but yeah, if you want to keep stuff cold, put it in the snow right outside. This guy, I hope he's not stuck.
No, yeah, maybe he's just standing, and so it's all the way up to his shoulders. I mean, that is just crazy. Heather, thanks for sending that in. Some great pictures on social media we've been getting in. Just unbelievable, unbelievable.
And, you know, there's a real feeling of, you know, we're all in this together. It's nice to see even the smiles on some people's faces as everybody's trying to come out and help each other out.
And we're hearing stories of people taking in complete strangers who were stranded in the storm. And one of those wonderful folks joining us live now on the phone is Mary Lou Ozarzak. She lives in Lancaster, New York. Mary Lou, tell us how you helped someone in desperate need.
Well, what happened was me and my sons and my husband, we just happened to open up our garage door and head out for the day to see what kind of headway we can make on our driveway. And we started shoveling, and I noticed there was a gentleman walking down the street, and I was kind of shocked by that. But then I looked and I thought, oh my gosh, he looked like he was kind of in need of some help. So he took a path over to our driveway, and I said, what's going on? Do you need a chair? Do you need to sit down? Can we help you? And he had told me he had been walking in 4 feet of snow just for about a block. And we invited him into our garage and let him sit down for a little bit and gather his thoughts, gave him some coffee, brought him into the house. He took a good long nap, made him dinner, and helped him out.
Makes you feel good, doesn't it?
Oh my gosh, I just felt, yes, very good inside that I can help him, because even though he was surrounded by all these houses, he didn't even think to go up to someone's door. But, you know, thankfully we were out there and we can grab him and help him out, yeah.
I mean, you literally may have saved his life, because, I mean, to walk in that kind of snow for so long, and it's so cold out there too, thank God you were there where you were.
Honest to God, he was so close to home, but yet so far, and it was really perfect timing to be able to help him out. And yeah, he was definitely in need of help, so it was a good feeling too.
Absolutely. So how are you doing? How are you and your family doing?
Well, I have both neighbors on each side of me delivering chocolate, so that's very important.
Yes, it is. I'm with you.
And we're fine. I mean, we have our heat, and we have our electricity, thank God. And we're holding our own. We're very fine. We're very fine. And obviously, without being able to go outside and do our own thing at our own leisure, but we're good.
All right, Mary Lou, you sound like a wonderful woman. We appreciate you joining us here tonight. And again, just hearing some wonderful stories of neighbors helping neighbors. And we may be looking to helping each other this weekend too, Kelly, because we may be looking at severe weather, maybe tornadoes this weekend.
Absolutely. We're going to have to watch out with with the warm-up comes the melting of the snow, and that is going to be a concern. Plus, that chance for severe weather across the south especially. And that's where we're going to start out because, yeah, it's still cold. Atlanta, we're in the 30s right now. Wilmington, 34. Look at you in Jacksonville, 33 degrees. So even northern Florida shivering out there tonight. But we do have the temperatures springing back, and it is going to kind of feel like spring after what we just endured, right? But the jet stream lifts to the north. We get more of a southerly flow from the Gulf of Mexico, but that's also going to increase the moisture and the instability that will lead to rain, heavy at times, and even some thunderstorms that could be strong as we track this upper level disturbance coming out of the west. So temperatures tomorrow still a bit below average for the mid to latter part of November. We're going to warm things up though. New Orleans closer to average for you as we head towards Thursday with that 68 high, and then you'll notice more 60s and upper 50s on the map as we get into the weekend and even Sunday especially. Look at that. We're going to be flirting with 70 degrees, getting very close to that in some of the suburbs around Atlanta. So with that warmth comes the moisture and the threat for severe weather. The main threat, damaging winds, large hail. We've got the strong disturbance, this upper disturbance coming from the west, and that's really going to help to trigger, excuse me, and kind of lift the atmosphere and get some of these thunderstorms going. We've got plenty of moisture coming in from the Gulf, and that's going to help to feed into some of these storms, especially watching the Lone Star State. On Friday night, this is when things could get actually pretty dangerous. Our severe weather expert, Dr. Greg Forbes, saying can't rule out the chance of tornadoes here. Abilene over towards Midland, Texas as well, so be careful traveling, and a lot of you will be traveling this weekend, the weekend before Thanksgiving, and then all this heads toward the east on Sunday.
Let's get a head start on the holidays. Let's open something before Christmas. Not that. Those. And of course, a whole lot of these. Let's make merry, along with a few other things. Deck out that. Save all these. And spread more of this. That's how to holiday. Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Get a free tree storage bag when you buy any 7 to 10 foot artificial Christmas tree.
Sunday nights.
When the wind blows.
The Weather Channel unravels nature's darkest secrets.
I saw something. I don't know how to explain it.
Every Sunday.
It's a story that's got a life of its own.
A new tale of weather legend.
It may have just looked like a storm, but they were dealing with something far worse.
American Supernatural. Sunday nights at 10 on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 66 degrees under cloudy skies. Tonight, cloudy skies early, followed by partial clearing. Slight chance of a rain shower. Low 63. Thursday, partly cloudy. Slight chance of a rain shower. High 75. Thursday night, cloudy. Slight chance of a rain shower. Low 69. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Pep Boys, we've got big holiday deals going on right now. Like a Touring 2-ton jack for only $10, or an electric razor scooter for just $99. And when you buy 3 select tires, you get the 4th free instantly. Trust the boys to get you there.
Sir, we're gonna need you on the runway.
TheraFlu starts to get to work in your body in just 5 minutes. TheraFlu breaks you free from your worst cold and flu symptoms. TheraFlu, serious power.
I've been out there most of my life. You name it, I've hooked it. But there's one that's always eluded me. Thought I had it in the blizzard of '93. Never even came close. Sometimes I actually think it's mocking me.
What?
Ah, got it. These Wi-Fi hotspots we get with our Xfinity internet service are all over the place. Hey, you can stop looking. I found one. See? What do you think a Wi-Fi hotspot smells like? I'm thinking roast beef. You want to get lunch?
Get the fastest Wi-Fi hotspots and more coverage on the go than any other provider. Xfinity, the future of awesome.
Hey, Matt, what's up?
Just looking over the company bills.
Is that what we pay for internet?
Yep, DSL's about $90 a month.
That's funny. For that price with Comcast Business, I think you get like 50 megabits.
Wow, that's fast.
Personally, I prefer slow internet. There is something about the sweet, meditative glow of a loading website.
Don't listen to the naysayer. Switch to Comcast Business today and get 50 megabits per second for $89.95. Comcast Business, built for business.
Flat. Holiday shopping at NoMoreRack.com is safe, simple, and convenient. It's called NoMoreRack.com.
Right now, we're tracking relentless cold and snow affecting tens of millions, and another major event is on the way. We'll be here all day and night with the latest on the Weather Channel.
It was hard to get out of the door. The door was covered with snow. We weren't able to shove it out because it was taller than us, but eventually my dad was able to force the door open and push some of the snow away from the door, so we were able to shovel our way through.
So it takes thinking, it takes work, it takes, courage. I mean, to get out there and deal with this, Jim.
These people are encased in their homes.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine having to
I know.
just get yourself out. I mean, you're literally trapped in your home.
It's almost claustrophobic.
It is.
It would be for me.
It gets dark. You can't see through the window. I mean, awful, awful situation there. All right, Kim, here we go.
Here we go.
All
that
right.
was quick.
Winds are out of the south here, so this is setting up this band north of Buffalo. So it's getting ready to come into the Niagara Frontier, the beautiful Niagara Frontier, by the way. And yeah, that's lightning.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're going to see it, I bet, right?
A little thunder snow for our friends in Canada. What I think is going to happen, though, with this band is it's going to take a while for it to kind of sink down through Buffalo. As a matter of fact, once it gets in there, it'll be snowing hard in Buffalo in a few hours, maybe a couple. And then, it's going to take I think till after midnight till we get it down in some of these areas. At least that's what the high-resolution models are saying. It looks like it wants to go a little bit faster than that. But, if you look at the winds here, this is the model, but it's still pretty much right on par. It kind of shows that.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure
it
does.
really does a nice job in initiating what's going on in through here. So let's see, when we transition the band on the south side. Either way, the point to be made is with this heavy snow.
Yeah.
All right, S plus, as we call it in through here, reduced visibilities. Everybody get off the roads. We could be talking about a couple of inches an hour here coming in with this thing.
So into Buffalo, we're, we only had 6.5 inches total so far.
All right, so here, this is the new model. So now we're at 11 p.m. and look at this. It starts to set it up.
Yeah.
So now it's faster. So what it's trying to do is move it in faster.
Yeah.
So now we're seeing this move in now before midnight. I thought it was going to be much, much later, but they're starting to move this in faster. Nice long fetch coming across the lake. The big question remains is, let's see what this new model run does in terms of spraying the band around, or does it consistently keep it south? This is the first time I've seen this.
Yeah.
And it tries to keep it down there, actually. It tries to keep it located. Look at this strong converging air coming right in and right up the gut here just to the south of, but that's almost the exact same area. Cheektowaga, Lackawanna, all these areas getting it again. Orchard Park, they're going to have a lot of snow to shovel at Ralph Wilson Stadium. Look at that, they keep it there. This is the first time I've seen this out of the high resolution model run. They're keeping it there.
Yeah.
We're in trouble.
Yeah,
we're in trouble if this verifies.
Well, the only good thing is, Jim, is that most people are home, stuck at home right now. So at least nobody will be out, hopefully, in that area.
But I'm really worried about that computation I did with that snow load.
On the
I mean, 14,400 pounds on a 16 by 20 roof is
right.
That's a tremendous weight load. Nobody has that kind of support for that kind of weight, Kim. That's like 3 F-150 pickup trucks on a roof, on a flat roof. So that's really a bad situation. So here we are Thursday at 6 p.m. The band's still there. So roughly from 11 o'clock tonight. Here's 6 p.m. tomorrow. All right, and then maybe we're out of it by 8 o'clock.
Okay.
So
not as long, but still bad.
About 22 hours here of getting in this, and then we're out of it by Friday morning at 2 p.m. So, well, I didn't like to see that. I hope that doesn't verify. Either way, Weather Service has been all over this. Great job by NWS Buffalo. Another 2 feet. They're putting it pretty much right over that same area. And, I have to wonder now with this band, or at least this latest model run, if we don't get a little bit more than that.
Yeah, that's
30,
true. It's coming in earlier,
versus,
maybe with us longer, so you're right.
And staying in the same spot. So, to have two of these set up and literally repeat themselves right over the same spot is incredible.
It is.
So, Today, the Arctic air, again, is the big story. Record lows galore, hundreds of them, lows and also low maxes. But look at what happens by Saturday. It's like the atmosphere just goes.
Yeah, the jet stream is up here.
Right. It's way to the north. We warm up in Buffalo, yes, but we also bring in Gulf moisture down to the south. So potential for getting into some severe weather down through here. Let's talk a little bit more.
And it's the anniversary of the 92 tornado outbreak this weekend, too.
Yeah,
Jimmy
November, is kind of a big month for tornadoes because we can still be warm down the Gulf Coast, and we can have these strong disturbances in the jet stream, which is what we will have in through here. So look at this, 51 in Cleveland, 47 Buffalo on Sunday. Monday, we're into the 50s.
Oh, my
58.
Gosh. Unbelievable.
58 in Buffalo. So tremendous melting. Could have some flooding problems on top of everything else we've got going on here. So just a phenomenal transition. It just boggles my mind, the transition that's going to go on here in Buffalo in literally about 60 hours. So just incredible. So, Kim, here comes this disturbance dropping across California. So some good rain there, mountain snow, but it sets up to where the low-level flow comes in off the Gulf of Mexico. We will take that old continental air mass and we'll saturate it, and with the change in wind direction with height, we will set up a situation where Friday night we could have some severe thunderstorms, Torcon 3 around the Abilene area, but Saturday could be the big day with the tornadoes. Dallas, Shreveport, Houston, you're all in this Torcons of 4 right in through here.
All right, thanks so much, Jim. You're back at the top of the hour.
Yes.
Kelly.
And as a matter of fact, we're back with one more hour of our special report, America's Deep Freeze. We're still talking about this epic lake effect snow event that has so many people buried in western New York State. Take a look at some of these impressive pictures out of West Seneca. Yeah, that's a door, and you can see the imprint of the door in the snow itself. This person had to get out the window probably just to be able to leave the residence. We'll be right back.
Currently in our area, 66 degrees under cloudy skies. Tonight, cloudy skies early, followed by partial clearing. Slight chance of a rain shower. Low 63. Thursday, partly cloudy. Slight chance of a rain shower. High 75. Thursday night, cloudy. Slight chance of a rain shower. Low 69. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Extreme lake effect snow. It's an epic and deadly event. Mountains of snow leaving hundreds stranded across western New York State.
Cars everywhere, even police officers off in ditches.
But through the whiteout conditions, heroes are bravely emerging. It's a Weather Channel special report, America's Deep Freeze. And it continues tonight, and unfortunately, as we look at some of the latest data right now on the radar, it appears that the band of snow is beginning to set up and getting ready to head into the Niagara frontier. As a matter of fact, it's already there. This has got to be one of the iconic pictures, though, of this huge, or at least round one, of this lake effect. Look at the snow on top of that car. I mean, that is absolutely incredible. Whether that's a joke or not, it just kind of tells the tale of the tape across much of New York State. And as a matter of fact, a man who's been standing in knee-deep and waist-deep snow for the last couple of days, Mike Seidel in Cheektowaga. Mike.
Hey, Jim, right across from the airport in Cheektowaga, the wind is definitely ramped up over the past hour or so. Coming in from the southwest, it's picking up the snow, and we're getting a little bit of falling snow, but you're showing the radar. You'll be showing the radar this hour. And that band now is just getting into Niagara County, and we've got some lightning on the radar. So we may get some thunder snow here a little later on this evening. We're expecting most of that snow to fall here at the airport, this area of Cheektowaga, between about 10:30 and 2 and 3 in the morning. And then it will drop down to the south town, some of the same areas that were hit hard over the past couple of days. Take a look at the pictures from Lancaster. I mean, look at the snow here. This is 5 miles down the road from where we are. We had about a foot here across from the airport. They had 63 inches, big canyons down the streets there, and many, many stories of how people tried and eventually got out of their homes.
Wow. Incredible. Mike, we're going to get back to you in just a second, but amazing, you know, that we have another lake effect snow band that is setting up right now. And while America continues to be in the deep freeze, many now digging out from some very deep snow. Thanks so much for staying with us this evening. I'm Kelly Cass.
And I'm Kim Cunningham. 7 deaths now being blamed on this historic lake effect snow event in western New York State. Governor Andrew Cuomo saying people stuck in vehicles on the thruway and other state roads have been safely evacuated. So that's fantastic news. But 98 other commercial vehicles are being addressed right now.
And you can see why. Look at these impressive snow totals behind us, Kim. Since Monday, look at that, 5 feet 5 of snow in Cheektowaga, over 5 feet there. You don't have to go too far, though. I mean, it just goes to show you how localized these lake effect snow bands were, because at the airport, only about 4 miles away, about a half a foot of snow.
Right. It's crazy how localized it can be. And another band is setting up, unfortunately, maybe moving into some of the same areas.
Yeah, I mean, the winds have to be in that perfect direction to pick up that moisture off of the lakes. And as Mike just mentioned, we do have a lake effect snow band that is moving into the Niagara Frontier as we speak, perhaps even a little bit of lightning with that as well. And we've got some impressive video to show you just how epic the snowfall has been for those stuck in the snow. It was a day spent spinning wheels and trying to get out of this snowy mess.
Burning some rubber, that's for sure.
Wow.
So looks like they got at least the vehicle kind of cleaned off a little bit. And then check this out. Wow. Trying to look back here. Wow, that is
a truck right there.
in
Look
snow.
at the snow all the way up to the windshield.
A semi, just unbelievable that these guys, they can make it through a lot of things, but they didn't make it through this snowstorm for sure.
That's why the National Guard came marching in literally with those snow shovels at the ready to help those that were stranded. We're talking 240 airmen and soldiers who spent the day clearing those snow-packed roads and removing snow from an assisted living center in West Seneca, New York.
The cavalry, right? Coming in for the rescue. All right, also hundreds of people were snowed in. It's been a day of neighbors helping neighbors and getting out there and shoveling and helping each other out. And look, the snow is just all the way up on this guy's shoulders and his hat. So what a mess. And having to lift that, Kelly, you know how much weight that is, and then having to lift that up.
That's heavy work.
That's a lot of work.
Oh yeah, big time exercise for sure. All right, we want to bring in Lester Holt, who's actually in Buffalo, to talk about this event for us. NBC's Lester Holt joining us now, and I know that we've certainly picked up a lot of snow there as well. Here he is.
This powerful storm has paralyzed parts of the Buffalo area, immobilizing entire communities. People trapped in cars, trucks, and their homes. The relentless Arctic air dangerous for anyone who has to be outside. It started early yesterday as a giant wall of snow, dumping almost 6 feet in some parts. Looking down at the extreme conditions, a whiteout, backyards buried, homes under huge drifts.
From the air, you really get a sense of the patchwork. Some areas barely got a dusting. Other neighborhoods appear to be just buried.
Astonishing, even by Buffalo standards.
I've never seen anything like this. 36, been in Buffalo with some pretty good storms, and this is by far the worst.
100 people stranded on roads. Trucker Mick Brennan was on his way from Massachusetts to Ohio when his semi got stranded in the snow for more than 40 hours.
We use a bunk heater that we have inside the truck to keep warm. And then every now and then we have to start up the engine just to keep it warm, to keep it from freezing up.
Police had to use snowmobiles to help when a fire truck got stuck. Today, the National Guard arrived and hundreds of plows were mobilized.
This is an extraordinarily difficult circumstance. We have had a loss of life. Let's hope that we don't have any more.
In and around Buffalo, many are snowbound at home.
That's our backyard.
Chris Hazard and her family spent the day sweeping up this mess. All that snow broke through the back door. They've had to get creative with the cleanup.
You can see is almost all the way to the top of where the top of the treadmill is, holding it in place.
We've been stuck here since Monday evening.
Jennifer Schramm and her family, including baby Evan, are snowed in and worried about their food supply.
We're trying to ration what we have because we only planned for 3 to 4 days at best. And they're saying the plows may not get to us until it starts to melt over the weekend.
This morning, the Niagara University women's basketball team was rescued after spending more than 24 hours stranded on the highway, rationing food and melting snow for water. Tonight, the call is out for workers to help shovel Buffalo's Ralph Wilson Football Stadium before the Bills play the Jets on Sunday. $10 an hour and free tickets to the game if they can get there safely.
And we've got more snow on the way.
Unfortunately, Storm Tracker Jim Cantore is in the lab, and Jim, looks like another line already setting up.
Oh, it does, and this is coming in a little bit earlier, I think, than what we were imagining it to be. Here it is right here. Here's the band. You can see right there a little lightning. All right, look right there. You'll see that little flash. That's a little lightning. So this is convective as well. Coming into the Niagara Frontier right now and soon to be into Buffalo as well. So here's a close-up. Niagara Falls getting the snow. There's a closer shot of the lightning right there. So, yeah, there's no question this is coming in toward Buffalo. And here's the high-resolution radar. Even though this is green, this is all snow. This is all snow. Look at this right in through here. Almost looks like you have like a little vortex or a little circulation right in through here. And then to the south of that, some pretty decent cells over the lake. So we're going to get into some real heavy snow here across the Niagara Frontier, probably 2 inches an hour or greater. Round 2 underway in Western New York.
良質熟練の技革新1000年の歴史を持つ文化が最先端の製造技術を使うと待てよあれこれってクライスラー
Reliability is now an American thing. Introducing the all-new Chrysler 200, America's import.
For the year. Hi, sorry, just want to say I bundled home and auto with State Farm, saved $760. Love this guy. So sorry.
Okay, does it bother anybody else that the mime is talking? Freaky!
Savings worth talking about. State Farm.
Discover Brookside and discover an exciting combination of tastes. Rich dark chocolate covering soft centers, flavored with exotic fruit juices. It's chocolate and fruit flavors like you've never experienced before. Discover Brookside.
We are but a small part in something far greater, essential to this mission, essential to humanity.
Ascension is the lifeboat for humanity.
Ascension, a 3-night event, premieres Monday, December 15th at 9 on Sci-Fi.
Currently in our area, 66 degrees under cloudy skies. Tonight, cloudy skies early, followed by partial clearing. Slight chance of a rain shower. Low 63. Thursday, partly cloudy. Slight chance of a rain shower. High 75. Thursday night, cloudy. Slight chance of a rain shower. Low 69. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Right now, we're tracking relentless cold and snow affecting tens of millions, and another major event is on the way. We'll be here all day and night with the latest on the Weather Channel.
Dad, I know I haven't said this often enough, but thank you.
Thank you, Mom, for protecting my future.
Thank you for being my hero and my dad.
Military families are uniquely thankful for many things. The legacy of USAA Auto Insurance could be one of them. If you're a current or former military member or their family, get an auto insurance quote and see why 92% of our members plan to stay for life.
Apples are good, as Strongbow Hard Cider better. But Strongbow Over Ice is the best. Enjoying Strongbow Over Ice with your slow-motion horse? The bestest. Strongbow, world's #1 hard cider.
Under the roof of a home or business, damage can happen. When it does, turn to the specialists who put help in the palm of your hand. The Ready App and emergency response plans from 1-800-SERVPRO, like it never even happened.
Great to see the folks getting out there and helping each other out in a situation like this. This is an epic lake effect snow event in western New York, and you can see here in Hamburg, a lot of folks brought the snow blowers out there.
And some still had some shovels, so a combination of both, but I don't think either one helped this. Look at the snow just bursting through the doors, and they're trying hard they're sweeping it out, they're shoveling it out, and wow, you know, it's just unbelievable how heavy that snow has been.
But it's so great to see the smiles on the people's faces, the firemen who've been helping out as well, as everybody's just trying to get through this as best they can. And you know what? We've got the expert on snows of this type, our own winter weather expert, Tom Nizzle.
You know, he led Buffalo's weather office for years and investigated many of the largest lake effect snowfalls on record. And our own Dave Malkoff visited with him to put this lake effect blast into perspective.
So we're really lucky here at the Weather Channel to have not only a Buffalo expert, but a Buffalo snow expert. Tom Nizzle, you grew up there just blocks away from where this is happening?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And, you know, my home up there is right in the heart of where that snow fell.
So you know the historical perspective of what's going on now versus what happened in the winter of '77.
It was a 5-day storm that produced tremendous wind, life-threatening wind chills, and actually piled snowdrifts 16 to 20 feet deep across the city.
There's actually this website that Tom put together at the National Weather Service up in Buffalo. It has some amazing pictures in that website. Let's go over some of those pictures.
Take a look closely at the guy that's carrying that camera. He's actually walking over the roof of a buried car.
Oh my goodness, look at that. That's the car, and he's standing well above the car. If you look behind him, you can see there's a ridge that goes probably half a car length above that.
There were over 20 people that perished in this storm, and this image still gives me chills when I look at it, literally. This is actually an image of Red Cross workers on snowmobiles digging down over the roofs of cars here and actually looking into those cars for victims.
So what happens is you're driving along, you see this whiteout condition in front of you, you don't know where the road is, so you stop your car. Then the snow starts going over your car and burying your car, and you can only stay warm in there so long, and you can't open the doors, you can't break the windows, so you naturally turn on the engine to get some heat going. That pumps the carbon monoxide back into your vehicle and you go to sleep.
And unfortunately you do. And you know, back then you didn't have cell phones, so you couldn't just hop on that phone and call someone. And by the way, I'm not sure that that would have helped because the visibilities were so restricted within this blizzard.
You couldn't identify where you were.
Nobody could get there anyhow, and you couldn't tell them where you were.
But it's not to diminish what's happening now. This is historic, what we're seeing right now on live television.
Well, it certainly is.
What's amazing to me is this car is actually under roof. That's amazing, right? Look how much snow has fallen on it.
So Buffalo and Tom are snow hardy, but this is not a storm to mess with. This is a storm of historical significance that they'll be talking about for years to come. Back to you guys.
And from one expert to another, we've got more snow hitting the area.
We do. Let's go to storm tracker Jim Cantore, who's in the lab. Jim?
Okay, guys, round two definitely setting up and through here. We can clearly see a long band here. It's a little curved, so we're not perfect, but it looks like we're starting to see the beginning of this coming in. We talked about this earlier tonight, how it was going to start north of Buffalo this time, come down through the Niagara frontier, right over the city of Buffalo. We're going to get pounded for a few hours, and then by about 11 o'clock, shifting to the south side, right over those same areas that have gotten the 4 to 6 feet. So this just an awful situation here. We've had a little bit of thunder and lightning back here in southern Canada, and that is associated again with the intense band. But look at this. You can even see on this composite radar here where we have these high resolution returns coming in, and that means we've got some pretty heavy snow coming down right now over the lake. That is just going to continue to work its way in. You know what Sean will do next time is we'll take the radar and time this out, actually, because it's probably moving at about 20 miles per hour. See when it actually gets in toward Buffalo. Look at the definition on the high resolution radar. That's convection over the eastern part of Lake Erie. Incredible.
From I wonder what it is to you'll never guess. Everything from LL Bean is backed by the same rock-solid guarantee. So while they keep guessing, you know that we'll take it back or replace it. LL Bean, guaranteed to please.
If you have high blood pressure like I do, many cold medicines may raise your blood pressure. That's why there's Coricidin HBP. It relieves cold symptoms without raising blood pressure. So look for powerful cold medicine with the heart. Coricidin HBP.
We're new to the Pacific Northwest.
the rain, the mud, but bam, it's there. The outside comes in. It's a Swiffer wet jet. Oh, I love this. I could do this every day. Ugh. Sunshine is overrated. Now we can get messy.
Toenail fungus? Don't hide it, fight it with new FDA-approved Jublia. Jublia, efinaconazole 10% topical solution, is a prescription medicine proven to treat fungal infections of the toenails. Use Jublia as instructed by your doctor. Most common side effects include ingrown toenail, application site redness, itching, swelling, burning or stinging, blisters, and pain. Fight it! Ask your doctor now if new Jublia is right for you.
Phil, what happened to you? Oh, it's Black Friday. It's crazy. Saved hundreds. How'd you make out?
Well, I slept in and saved thousands.
There's a more civilized way to do Black Friday. Why save hundreds when you can get a check for thousands during the Buick Black Friday sales event? Now make your best deal on a Buick sedan in stock the longest and get cash back for 20% of the MSRP. That's nearly $8,000 on this LaCrosse. Hurry, this offer ends December 1st.
This is a Pip. It's part of a Hershey's bar.
We break it.
We bite it.
We sneak it.
We smush it. We savor it.
We love it.
Hershey's is mine. Yours.
Our chocolate.
I mean, for the year.
Hi, sorry, just want to say, I bundled home and auto with State Farm, saved $760. Love this guy. So sorry.
Okay, does it bother anybody else that the mime is talking? Freaky.
Savings worth talking about. State Farm.
This week on the Weather Channel mornings with winter weather in full effect, relentless cold has settled in across most of the nation. When will it let up and how will it affect your travel? And we reveal the
2014, 2015, 2020.
That's right. Get January 2020 interest-free financing at Rooms To Go, along with big store-wide holiday savings in every department, including the new Sofia Vergara collection, plus 2020 interest-free financing.
That's a long time from now. Come see for yourself.
Imagine interest-free financing until January 2020.
Pretty amazing, right? Of course. It's Rooms To Go.
A ballpark flame grilled patty with the guys. Can it get any more American? Boom. Made with 100% beef, bold, juicy, ready in about a minute. Flame grilled freedom.
Eczema can just really put a damper on a lot of things. Constant itching and scratching. I'm not myself.
Gold Bond Eczema Relief Cream. Used daily, it's proven to relieve 5 frustrating symptoms of eczema.
Gold Bond Eczema Relief really works.
6603. For a free brochure, call 1-800-571-6603.
Right now, we're tracking relentless cold and snow affecting tens of millions, and another major event is on the way. We'll be here all day and night with the latest on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 65 degrees under cloudy skies. Tonight, cloudy skies early, followed by partial clearing. Slight chance of a rain shower. Low 63. Thursday, partly cloudy. Slight chance of a rain shower. High 75. Thursday night, cloudy. Slight chance of a rain shower. Low 69. Here's our 7-day outlook.
All right, check it out, everybody. See those mounds of snow? Those are actually cars buried in deep snow in South Buffalo.
I'll tell you, just another indication of how much snow round 1 of lake effect snow dumped. And you know what? More is on the way very soon. Today, city crews cleared the main thoroughfares, and by late afternoon, they started in on the residential streets.
And it's not just cars that have been covered in snow. Check this out, a walkway the Schramm family had to shovel from their door through the feet of snow that fell in Cheektowaga, New York. We're talking over 5.5 feet.
And the family of three, David, Jennifer, and their 14-month-old son, well, they stocked up on supplies before the snow hit. That was so smart. But you know what? They said they're among those stuck inside the home until the crews could actually come and clear away the snow.
All right, from stuck in a home to stuck on a bus. The women's basketball team at Niagara University knows all about being stuck in the snow. They were one of hundreds of vehicles stuck on the New York State Thruway when the highway closed down due to that lake effect snow.
And joining us on the phone right now is Renee Polka, the director of the basketball operations, who was on the bus with the team. Thanks so much for joining us. First of all, when did you get rescued?
We got rescued at about 4 a.m. this morning.
Oh, so we're talking, what, 26 hours in that bus?
That is correct.
All right, so who rescued you and how did they do it?
Basically what they did was they brought in a vehicle that cleared the median so that the girls could walk over to the westbound side of the thruway, which was cleared. They got on snowmobiles, went to the Lackawanna tolls, which were about 2 miles up. At that point, they got into SWAT cars and were taken to the Buffalo police barracks. And then a city bus transported the whole team back to campus this morning.
Well, isn't that quite the adventure for you and your team as well? I mean, how did the girls handle this? You know, you talk about teamwork and folks coming together, especially in an event like this. Tell us how you guys made it through.
You know what? All the girls and just remained so positive throughout the whole ordeal. You know, they were finding things to, you know, kind of keep themselves occupied, you know, especially like social media and stuff like that. And they just did a wonderful job. And we you know, as a staff, we couldn't be any more proud of them.
All right. What was the first thing that you guys did, though, when you found out you were actually getting rescued?
You know what? I'm pretty sure everyone was looking forward to something to eat. I'm pretty sure Tim Hortons was well in their future. So that was definitely on their priority list, was just getting some food and something to drink.
All right, Renee Polka, thank you so much for joining us. We're so glad you made it off that bus. It might be a while before you want to get on a bus again. We really appreciate it. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. No, we have a game up at the University of Buffalo on Saturday, so we have another bus heading our way soon. So we're looking forward to that. Yeah, just hopefully no more snow.
All right, good luck to you and the team. Thanks so much for joining us. We really do appreciate it because you know what? Right now, I'm afraid to say it, but we are tracking more snow and eventually a big melt, right, Kim?
Right, and not just a big melt, but also some severe weather, Kelly. So that's going to be a big story this weekend. I know we're talking about snow, 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 cold, 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 but then it's going to be warm, 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 severe, severe, severe. So we have to get ready for this, okay? So start thinking about severe. Here in the southeast, temperatures warming up, and we're in the upper 30s compared to yesterday. We were in the 20s, so much warmer, and it's going to get even warmer over the weekend as our jet stream lifts all the way up near Canada and right over those areas that got all that snow. So we're going to really warm up here. So we have the warm air coming in from the south, and we're going to watch a disturbance come through and help develop that severe weather. Before it happens, though, watch these temperatures. 50s, 60s on Thursday, 50s and 60s here on Friday, even a few 70s back into Florida. And then on Saturday, we're up to 64 in Memphis, 70 degrees here in New Orleans, and by Sunday, upper 60s all the way into Atlanta and Memphis. So unfortunately, that's going to be setting the stage, though, for some severe weather this weekend. So we'll watch disturbance coming in. We're going to see it first in western Texas. Severe threat in Midland to Abilene all the way to Wichita Falls Friday night. So make sure you have a way to be notified if severe weather is threatening you. The potential is there for tornadoes as well. So we're looking at this into Dallas on Saturday. This could be maybe several tornadoes on Saturday and even into Sunday.
Let's get a head start on the holidays. Let's open something before Christmas. Not that. Those. And of course, a whole lot of these. Let's make merry, along with a few other things. Deck out that. Save all these. And spread more of this. That's how to holiday. Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Get a free tree storage bag when you buy any 7 to 10 foot artificial Christmas tree.
There is no car in this accident. Because there was no accident. Volvo's most advanced accident avoidance systems ever.
The future of safety from the company that has always brought you the future of safety. Give the gift of Volvo this season, and we'll give you your first month's payment on us.
This is Gordon, downtown for a sales call, west side for a presentation, meeting after meeting after meeting. That's why Gordon stops at Exxon and Mobil for fuels that help his engine run cleaner, smoother, and with better fuel economy, so he can make it to the meeting that matters most. Gordon is energy. Exxon and Mobil. Energy lives here.
She was a good companion, eyes like the Grand Canyon. She was an American beauty. She was a long goodbye. She was the best I lived by. She was an American beauty. With her wayfarers on in the summer sun, her touch felt like a loaded gun. Wish I had held her long. Wish I had held her long.
Oh no.
Who are you?
Daddy, this is Blair. He booked this room with Priceline Express deals and saved a ton.
I got everything I wanted. I always do. You seem nice.
For the year. Hi, sorry, just want to say, I bundled home an auto with State Farm, saved $760. Love this guy. So sorry.
Okay, does it bother anybody else that the mime is talking? Freaky.
Savings worth talking about. State Farm.
We are but a small part in something far greater, essential to this mission, essential to humanity.
Ascension is a lifeboat for humanity.
Ascension, a 3-night event, premieres Monday, December 15th at 9 on Sci-Fi.
Currently in our area, 65 degrees under cloudy skies. Tonight, cloudy skies early, followed by partial clearing. Slight chance of a rain shower. Low 63. Thursday, partly cloudy. Slight chance of a rain shower. High 75. Thursday night, cloudy. Slight chance of a rain shower. Low 69. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Right now, we're tracking relentless cold and snow affecting tens of millions, and another major event is on the way. We'll be here all day and night with the latest on the Weather Channel.
Look at this! Are you kidding me? 37 inches of snow.
It was completely clear. As soon as I came around the bend, just a wall of white.
I've lived in Buffalo my whole life, and I've never seen it like that. It was scary.
Just amazing. From record cold to epic snow, welcome to this special edition of America's Deep Freeze. I'm Kelly Cass.
And I'm Kim Cunningham. Unfortunately, even areas that are used to lake effect snow could and actually got more than they could handle. 7 deaths are now being blamed on this snow event in western New York.
That's right. And unfortunately, we're dealing with round 2 of a lake effect snow ban coming in right now. But check out these impressive snowfall totals since Monday. Yeah, we're talking 65 inches in Cheektowaga. That's about 5 feet 5 inches, right?
Right. And we're going to see more. And look at this band, Kelly, another one heading in. This one with some lightning, so expect more thunder snow. And when you get thunder within these bands, you can get really heavy snowfall in a very short period of time. So
yeah, big
we're
time
seeing it
snowfall rates coming into the Niagara River right now. So yeah, unfortunately, we could be dealing with several more inches of snow. I'm not sure where they're going to put it, but yeah, just check out some of the amazing video and pictures that we've seen from round 1 of the lake effect snow. We're talking whiteout conditions, blizzard conditions, really tough to get around.
Yeah, definitely. And that's why, you know, we urge folks in situations like this, visibility can be down to 0, so you don't want to be out and about. Wait till it's done, then get out and do what you got to do. And a lot of folks did wait, and they're out there shoveling. And look at this, the big dig has begun here in Hamburg, New York, and getting the cars done. But actually got to get the snow from around the cars too.
I mean, that's a lot of work.
That's a lot of work.
It's taxing on your heart and on your back as well. So please be careful. This is really the way to go.
Yeah.
Look at this guy. You got the snowblower going here in Cheektowaga.
I wonder how much they cost.
It's worth it. I think if you live in the lake effect snow belt area, I'm sure a lot of folks do have them, and you just got to get them ready to go every season, you know, every winter.
To make sure you have gas to make it go too. All right, Mike Seidel is live in Cheektowaga here in New York, and Mike, I know you've had to say that word a lot, but how you holding up? I know it's been a long day for you.
Yes, and we've been out in this cold since about 10 days now. Got home a couple days, but we were in Minneapolis for the first Arctic outbreak in the snowstorm. Then we were in Kansas City for the second one, Cincinnati, and now here. And what we've noticed the past few hours ahead of that ban is the temperatures have really come up. It was 21 at 5 o'clock at the airport, just across the street here at the Weather Service. And now it's up to 30. So we've jumped from 21 to 30 in the past 4 hours. And we've got a very strong south wind running 20, 25 miles an hour, gusts over 30 miles an hour ahead of that ban. Some light snow now beginning to fall. Ahead of what we're going to see in the next couple of hours is a big dump of snow as the band comes through here in this part of Cheektowaga, northern Erie County, and heads back down to the south towns. That's where we were late this afternoon in Lancaster. Take a look at the deep snow there and how they were digging it and plowing it and blowing it. And the snow was up to the street signs down there. We also ran into some great young ladies, the Richter sisters, and they gave us kind of a play-by-play of what they've been doing today.
Buffalo. Yeah, it looks like Lancaster, New York got hit pretty bad. We've got about 5.5 feet down here, and our street's always the last one to get plowed. So we walked actually to one of the food markets here, and they were out of food. So we went to a gas station, got Slim Jim's Pop-Tarts, and then walked to Ronnie's Pizza, and this will be our dinner tonight and our breakfast tomorrow morning.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, just getting down here alone, you can see the path is 5 feet of trucking through snow, but honestly, it's an experience, and we just get through it as best we can.
Yeah, it's the city of good neighbors. We've met some great people down there, and they all help each other out.
It's exciting.
Pizza, Pop-Tarts, Kelly and Kim, and I understand Slim Jim is in the lab right now to show us that line, that band coming towards western New York.
All right, we're going to have that coming up. Mike, we appreciate all your work here tonight, but let's talk about what other people are doing out there right now.
Yeah,
Kelly.
Getting ready for round 2 because, you know, people are hunkering down tonight in western New York as they wait for even more lake effect snow.
And today, guests stranded at hotels raced to get cars unburied while there was actually a break in the snow. Our Mike Bettis found the one guest most determined to get out.
Oh, hey, we got some success.
In Hamburg, New York, a break from the snow means the real work begins. Hours of shoveling.
A lot of shoveling.
Scraping and digging. People doing anything they can with whatever they can.
Cafeteria tray.
To move these mountains of snow.
You see it on TV and it's that, you know, but to be actually here and see it, it's a little different.
Never in my life have I seen anything like this. This is crazy.
And with 4 feet to clear, even the plows are getting stuck. Guests at the Holiday Inn rush to unlodge it, their only hope of a way out. And no one wants that road open more than Denise Dunn. She drives one of these trucks for Game Creek Video, the company that hauls broadcast equipment for NFL football games.
I've never been ever even late to a show.
She's heading to Massachusetts for the Patriots-Lions game this Sunday. and the storm wasn't in her game plan.
All the signs on the highway said that at 6 a.m. this storm was going to hit, and it was dry up until 10 miles from here. I called the hotel to see what the conditions were going to be in the morning because I was going to cancel and keep going. And she said, we have a blizzard. And I said, now? When we got within 300 feet of the exit, the traffic had completely stopped. There was trucks off everywhere in the median, everywhere, cars, people just leaving their cars and walking.
Through the blinding snow, Dunn found her way here. And after a day of digging, she's optimistic they'll make their ETA in Foxborough.
Nobody'd really want to kill me if I got there Saturday, but Friday they'd be still in love with me. So.
In Hamburg, New York, Mike Bettis, The Weather Channel.
Well, let's hope there's a lot of love, that's for sure, if they deliver those goods on time. Great stuff, Mike. All right, let's talk about what's coming up here because we got some big issues. This is the snow that has fallen. Look at this. This is Cheektowaga, and you can see the tremendous snow that is sitting on top of this roof. Of course, with roof snow, there is a tremendous amount of weight. None of that's going to change. As a matter of fact, we're going to add snow to this. So that's a big problem. We're talking about snow load. Let's get into the math here a little bit because this is very important. The big question to you at home is, have you ever seen the kind of snow on your roof that you have right now? If you have not, could that roof fail? That's a possibility. All right, it really is because these are staggering numbers. Let's take a look at what we've got. If you look at a cube of water, the volume in that, 1 cubic foot, weighs about 60 pounds. It's actually a little over 60. 3 inches of water. Let's just take a quarter slice of that cube and set it out. That weighs about 15 pounds a square foot. All right. If there's a flat roof, because remember, your weight load is going to be not as bad if the roof is sloped. If it's flat, it's a whole different animal. So let's just take an average room or porch. 16 feet by 20 feet. That's 320 square feet, right? So there's 320 square feet times 15 pounds per square feet, which is the weight of that water, and that equals 4,800 feet. So if there is, in fact, 3 inches of water in that snowpack, and that's a big if, that's the kind of weight load right now on that flat roof. But let's say there was 3 to 5 inches of water, which I actually think there was. Let's say we get another 2 to 3 feet of snow. That's going to be another 1 to 3 inches of water, all right, if you melt it all down. And then on Monday, we get a ½ inch to an inch of rain. The worst case scenario here, that's 9 inches. So now you've got 9 inches of water. Now you've got 45 pounds per square feet. Put that into the multiple, and you've got 14,400 pounds. I can't even keep the chalk together. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the equivalent of 3, on average, 3 F-150 pickups sitting on the roof. So that's 3 times 3. That's a tremendous amount of weight. That's what I'm in fear of right now, especially some of these commercial buildings. We may have some big problems in through here. All right, let's talk about this. We have the second band that's starting to develop across the Niagara frontier. You can see it right in through here. And interestingly enough, if you look real close, especially right in here, it almost looks like there's a little warm front and cold front. So there's a little eddy over the lake. There's actually a little eddy in through here. So let's time this out into Buffalo because this is going to be the absolute hammer here right around 10 o'clock tonight. Big snow into Buffalo. Round 2.
Currently in our area, 64 degrees under cloudy skies. Tonight, considerable cloudiness, slight chance of a rain shower, low 64. Thursday, partly cloudy skies, slight chance of a rain shower, high 75. Thursday night, considerable cloudiness, slight chance of a rain shower, low 69. Here's our 7-day outlook.
When your house loses power, it can be tough for your family. But not if your family has a Kohler generator. Restores power automatically in as little as 10 seconds and is backed by a 5-year limited warranty. Kohler generators. Keep your family flowing.
When the power goes out, you'll go on. Contact your Kohler Generators dealer today.
Hugging a tree in average women's flannel. Hugging a tree in Duluth Trading free swinging flannel. Duluth free swinging flannel. Moving made easy. Flannel made fetching. Get it. Only at DuluthTrading.com.
Raging wind, rampant storm surge, relentless rain. Hurricane season is here, and so is the First Response Team of America. After a busy spring helping tornado victims, they'll swing back into action wherever hurricanes make landfall. Saving lives and restoring hope. Follow their pulse-pounding hurricane missions on the Weather Channel and weather.com/responders. Proudly presented by Ram, the official truck of the First Response Team of America.
Apples are good. As Strongbow hard cider, better. But Strongbow over ice is the best. Enjoying Strongbow over ice with your slow-motion horse? The bestest. Strongbow, world's #1 hard cider.
Many Americans who have prescriptions fail to stay on them. That's why we created programs which encourage people to take their medications regularly. So join us as we raise a glass to everyone who remembered today. Bottoms up, America. See you tomorrow. Same time. Another innovation from CVS Health. Because health is everything.
At Planners, we know how to throw a remarkable holiday party. Just serve classy snacks and be a gracious host, no matter who shows up. Richard, didn't think you were going to make it.
Hey, sorry about last week. I don't know what got into me.
Yeah, well, forgive and forget. Kind of. I don't think so.
Did you guys see that? Do you like nuts?
Yo. Crazy, yo. Ah! My house. Yeah. Wow. Look, there's where my cars are supposed to be. That's. Oh my gosh.
Disbelief. Yeah. I mean, that's the only thing you can think about when you walk outside your door and you see that. This is kind of unbelievable too, Callie.
Just amazing. You know, you got to make light of the situation, I guess, right? Even though it's rather serious, you know, getting buried in your home. But this person opened up the front door and just basically made a little refrigerator, you know, put some drinks in there, keep them cold, making do. And this person also looks like taking a break maybe from doing the shoveling.
Yeah, maybe that's a shovel or off to the right. So make good use of this snow while you can, right?
Well, slowly but surely, people are starting to get out and about in the hardest hit areas.
And joining us live on the phone right now is Wendy Evenden, and she's in Hamburg, New York. And Wendy, I understand that you have some breaking news to tell us about a roof collapse. We were so afraid this would start to happen. Happened in your area. Something you've been following on the Hamburg Police Department Twitter?
Yeah, actually this morning a colleague of mine is actually stranded at one of the local hotels and had reported to me that some of the local employees from the BJ's Club had come to the hotel because they had been stranded at work, but the roof was starting to be compromised. And just recently I saw on our local social media for our local police department that they are reporting a possible compromise of that roof.
Oh no, do you know if anybody was inside?
I don't know. Like I said, I know that my colleague had said that their workers that had been stranded there had come to the hotel where she was at, which is just down the street. So I don't know if anyone was in. still.
Wow, that's one of our biggest fears, that we're seeing all this snow just pile up on these roofs. And we know you have seen some incredible sights when you ventured out today.
Yeah, we actually we did get out because we needed some more gas for the snow blowers, that with the neighbors trying to get everyone opened up. And what I thought was really interesting was we ran across a guy who was driving a snowmobile, pulling a sled that had several gas containers and a gallon of milk in it that he was delivering back to his neighborhood.
That's so nice to see, neighbors helping each other out. That's really what you got to do in a situation like this. And I understand you also helped out somebody near and dear to our hearts here at the Weather Channel, our Mike Bettis and the crew during the worst of the storm.
Yeah, because I have the connection there to the station. A friend of mine, I had mentioned that if they were stuck when they were reporting on air, that they were concerned where they were going to go, that if we could get them to us, I was about a mile away, but I know some other local great folks took them in, and I think that's fabulous.
Oh my gosh. So you were, yes, and were you able to get to the store today? I know you ventured out. Were you able to get any supplies?
Is anything left on the shelves even?
Yeah, actually, we went to get gas for the snowblowers, so we went right to the grocery store that was there. And our store is a pretty large store, and I thought it was kind of funny. There was no bread, but there was a lot of other bread products. There was meat and some milk, but I think the store is still fairly stocked.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I'm shocked to see how much milk is there. If it was in the South, it would be gone for sure. Wendy, hey, thanks so much. We appreciate it. And, gosh, we'll definitely be following the story of the BJ's there in Hamburg and see if that roof did collapse. That's so frightening. All right, thanks so much, Wendy. We appreciate your time. Now let's talk about the potential for a different type of severe weather. We're talking about maybe tornadoes, hail, damaging winds. But to get there, we have to warm up first. Here's Kelly.
That's right, Kim. And of course, we are worried about rain hitting that area of upstate New York, too, where we could have some flooding. That is a lot of snow that's got to melt. It goes back to liquid form, and we're going to be watching that for you as well. But yeah, temperatures will be springing back. In fact, it's going to feel like spring after these harsh winter conditions we've been feeling, even here in the South. Look at this. Jacksonville, you're at 32 degrees right now. You're literally freezing. On over towards Tallahassee in the upper 20s, 39 degrees in Atlanta, Georgia right now. But hey, at least we made it to 50 today. And we are going to see the temperatures warm up, not just here in the South, but in the Northeast as well, where all that snow is on the ground. Jet stream lifting to the north. That sets up a southerly flow from the Gulf, and that's going to increase the warmth as well as that moisture, which is going to lead to those showers and thunderstorms. So here comes the warmer air, even as far north as Chicago eventually. And you'll notice that we're going to be right around average, if not a little bit below average tomorrow. So we still have a little bit of a chill in the air as we go through tomorrow. Even Friday, we're in the 40s in Raleigh. But then Saturday into Sunday, you're really going to start to feel that warmer air out there, near 70 degrees in New Orleans on Saturday, 77 degrees by Sunday. And even Atlanta, we're going from below average, I mean way below average, to slightly above with that high of 67 degrees on Sunday. So it's going to feel good, but unfortunately, we got thunderstorms to worry about, and some of these storms could really pack a punch. We're talking damaging winds, large hail, and we can't rule out the possibility of tornadoes with the strong upper level disturbance. It's going to be heading toward the east. You got that lift in the atmosphere, so watching Texas especially Friday night.
When he first joined the Army, I was very nervous.
We didn't know what they would have him doing. But Bobby always had a plan.
With unmatched training in over 150 careers beyond the battlefield, there are over 150 surprising ways to become Army strong. Talk to your son or daughter about opportunities in the Army.
Sunday nights. The Weather Channel unravels nature's darkest secrets.
I saw something. I don't know how to explain it.
Every Sunday.
It's a story that's got a life of its own.
A new tale of weather legend.
It may have just looked like a storm, but they were dealing with something far worse.
American Supernatural. Sunday nights at 10 on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 64 degrees under cloudy skies. Tonight, considerable cloudiness, slight chance of a rain shower, low 64. Thursday, partly cloudy skies, slight chance of a rain shower, high 75. Thursday night, considerable cloudiness, slight chance of a rain shower, low 69. Here's our 7-day outlook.
See this? It shows the pressure points of my tired, achy feet.
I had no clue I was putting this kind of stress on my feet.
I have flat feet. I found this out at the free Dr. Scholl's Foot Mapping Center at Walmart. In less than 2 minutes, I got my foot map and my custom number. I'm a 440.
I'm a 210.
340.
That number matched the Dr. Scholl's custom fit orthotic inserts with just the right support to help relieve stress on my feet. I'm a believer.
Go to drscholl's.com for locations and save $10.
At Ancestry, we call it a hint. Simply type in a name and follow the Ancestry leaf far into your family's past. A past filled with stories that intrigue and inspire. And in doing so, reveal the one unique, improbable, and completely remarkable path.
How does the Dyson Ball vacuum at only $449 have better overall performance across all floors than any other vacuum?
This is an example of how we test machines. It proves ours has stronger suction than this vacuum. In fact, it has the strongest suction of any vacuum.
Our ball technology turns on the spot, and with its wider cleaner head, you can cover the room faster.
Order today and you'll receive a free flat-out tool and free durable tool bag, even free shipping to your door at buydyson.com.
Mom and Dad told us they had just made their funeral and burial prearrangements. We thought they already had taken care of that. When we learned it was through Beth Israel and Eternal Light, we knew everything would be handled in the most caring and professional way. We realized it would be one of the most difficult days of our lives. It inspired my husband and me to make our own prearrangements so the burden wouldn't fall on our children when that day comes. It's not an easy thing to think about, but I'm so glad we did.
Going to TradeKing.com/free1000 today. TradeKing.com.
Right now, we're tracking relentless cold and snow affecting tens of millions, and another major event is on the way. We'll be here all day and night with the latest on the Weather Channel.
All right, guys, we're looking at cameras right now out of Niagara Falls, where round 2 is underway. Very heavy snow coming down. As a matter of fact, for about 21 minutes, we had thunder snow reported in Niagara Falls. So what does that mean? We have a very intense band coming in off the lake. There you can see the lightning right there, approaching a north side of Buffalo right now. And no question about it, as we mentioned, right about 10 o'clock, which is what Sean and I showed before we left the last segment, it'll be moving into Buffalo. So the hammer is about to roll in. Kim, they're going to, you're going this time when you see light under that intense band, it may be lightning as opposed to the city lights.
Yeah.
All right.
And that means we can get, snowfall rates, maybe 2 to 3 inches per hour with this.
Absolutely. So this is moving in. It'll be, again, within the next few minutes, it'll be moving into the Buffalo area. Make sure everybody is home, get off the roads. No need to be out and through here. But look at this. You go all the way back down across Lake Erie, and you see that dark blue right there? So that band is setting up, and what we'll watch that band do, Kim, is move down through Buffalo, pretty much make its way toward the south side of town.
Right.
So let's actually get an idea of what the latest run. Actually, I want to show you there. Look at this. That's just this is the high resolution radar here. Look at this.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's intense.
Yeah.
Intense, probably rain over the lake, but once it gets into western New York, it'll be intense snowfall. And unfortunately, it looks like this band is just going to roll all the way down through southern New York. Now, what may happen is the band may come down, and then start to wave a little bit back and forth down and through here. So that's what we're going to watch. So we may not have that persistent band like we had with the last 24 to 36 hours, and this one may last about 21 hours.
Yeah.
But there you see it set. Look at the initiation of the model.
Yeah, did awesome.
That's beautiful. That's a great initiation. And so what we do as meteorologists, we look at this initiation, we say, wow, that's pretty much right on the money, maybe a little bit behind from what we're seeing right now. But then you move it forward and you say, okay, well, yeah, it kind of sprays it down to the south of Dunkirk. Remember, this is the area that got hit hardest, so we may get in and out of it briefly, and then it comes back to the north, but pretty much sits just to the the south of I-90 and then begins to come back to the boy. My voice is going quick.
Yeah, I hear it, Jimmy.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Folks, I apologize.
Well,
I'm trying to get through
Look at this, though.
Yeah,
by 11
this
o'clock.
is
It's
good.
pretty far south,
This is
right?
good. So at 11 a.m., we may have gone through the snow and be getting a break in through here. This is great news because we just calculated some of the snow loads here that are already on these roofs, and we know that we've got rain coming on Monday, potentially a half inch to an inch. This is an awful scenario, but look what happens by 2 p.m.
Oh, yeah,
here comes the band. All right. We snowing at 2 to 4 inches an hour, adding weight. We're adding weight on top of this, and then it sinks back to the south. So this is what's been consistent about. Only one run did I see the models keep the band to the south, but they've been wavering. They've been spraying, which is more typical of what we get, and that's probably because of that upper air disturbance that's sitting west of Lake Superior. That's going to come in, and that's going to cause the band to oscillate a little bit. So who gets 2 feet out of this? Where does this set up? You know, a little bit less confidence certainly in that at this point, but there's certainly the potential is there. 21 hours of the kind of snow that we're going to get here certainly shows the potential. All right, after that, the Arctic air stays with us tomorrow, certainly, and on into Friday. Then it begins to warm up pretty rapidly. We'll be at 40 degrees in Buffalo. The sun's out. It's still November. I mean, there's no problem. We're going to get southerly winds.
You got to wonder if we might be a little bit cooler than what the models are saying because of all the snowpack.
Yeah, that could be. You get the high albedo, the reflectivity off. Even if we're 30, we'll probably be above freezing.
Right.
We're going to be above freezing. We're going to start the melting process, and here's the problem here. We get a couple of spits of rain. It's really irrelevant, I think, here on Saturday. Sunday, we get up into the 40s here, 47 degrees. All right, so we're kind of waiting now on the bigger rain to the south. That's going to come in on Sunday night and into Monday, where we could get a half inch to an inch of rain, 58 degrees.
Oh, God.
That's going to cause rapid melting of the snow. And so you start talking about filling up the creeks and the streams. And we may have some flooding issues here before not too long. That, I mean, of all things we've go from heavy snow weight loads to now a flood potential here right through Monday afternoon with this kind of heavy snow coming in. You saw the model there, about a half inch to an inch.
And then severe weather.
And then severe weather. I mean, this is a tremendously transitioning pattern here. We watch this set up over Texas. Warm southerly winds will really bring this air mass back quick, I think. I mean, we'll really see it recover very, very quickly for South Texas. I think it'll be a thin area on Friday night, probably west of Dallas, but we'll see the storms initiate there and then push on off toward the east. You get the change in wind direction with height. That causes our rotating storms, as we know. Abilene, Midland, you're in this, probably a torcon of about 3, and then we go into Saturday, which probably is the big day. This is where we'll have the best turning, the best instability. It's just going to depend on what's happened overnight and what's still ongoing during the morning hours. But certainly, you know, in the middle of all this, we're talking about some pretty decent torcon values. And Forbes could raise these if he thinks we're going to have, you know,
we got a couple days.
We got a couple of days to fine tune this. But right now, he's got it at a 4. Southeast Texas, southern Louisiana, best moisture, best turning with winds at the height. And we'll probably see this overnight on Saturday into Sunday morning along the Gulf Coast, right back where we started last week.
Jim, take care of your voice, all right?
I think I'm done.
Yeah, I think you're done. All right, guys,
Sorry
back
about
to you.
that.
Okay, you did great, Jim.
Thank you.
Yeah, great job, guys. Thank you so much. We do have one more thing to tell you about, though, coming up. But first, some amazing images of this historic lake effect snow. Check this out. This is near Buffalo. And, yeah, that, I believe, is the New York State Thruway, just covered in snow. Look at the tracks in that heavy snow. And, yeah, we got slammed big time. And the lake effect snow is just moving back in again. There's a garage in West Seneca, New York, that has a lot of snow in it as well.
Currently in our area, 64 degrees under cloudy skies. Tonight, considerable cloudiness, slight chance of a rain shower, low 64. Thursday, partly cloudy skies, slight chance of a rain shower, high 75. Thursday night, considerable cloudiness, slight chance of a rain shower, low 69. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Round 2 lake effect snow band heading into the Niagara Frontier right now. And in fact, a little bit of lightning showing up with this band too, as it's moving in off of Lake Erie. And also you got Lake Ontario involved as well. But just to the west and north of Buffalo, we do see some lightning out there. So this is basically showing you a convective snow band, heavy snow. We're talking snowfall rates that could reach up to 2 or 3 inches per hour when you get into that kind of snow. Also, we've got some synoptic snow, or just a general snow that's kind of spreading across the Capital District into the Berkshires of western Mass as well. But it's this lake effect snow band that we are concerned about. Another foot or more is forecast through Friday, the Tug Hill Plateau. And we're also tracking more snow across northern Michigan, the Upper Peninsula. We could see another foot in some of these locations as well. And not only that, the spring temperatures are coming back, the jet stream lifting to the north. And unfortunately, that means a severe threat setting up for Texas, especially as we head into Friday night. Stay with us for more information at weather.com.
Snow is picked up on the hill in here. This time, on the highway through hell.
Over a foot of snow in 2 hours.
A record-setting snowfall.
We can't make it up even this little bit of a hill.
High hazard. Triggers an avalanche.
You see it? I wouldn't want to be in that. Is it going to hit the road? You guys have to go around. There's an avalanche.
And a semi over the side.
This is a hard job.
Leaves Jamie hanging.
We're afraid of losing it right now.
Hold on.
In the rugged mountains of the Pacific Northwest, there's a highway like no other. The Coquihalla is an engineering marvel. But when the weather turns bad...
It's like the Bermuda Triangle of truck accidents.
Keeping the Coke open takes an army.
When the highway shuts down, the world shuts down.
And a last line of defense.
En route.
A heavy rescue team ready to tackle any disaster. Because here, closure is not an option. It's been a long 3 weeks.
I didn't want to come up here today.
A series of giant Pacific storms have been sweeping across the Cascade Mountains.
Well, this looks bad.
Everyone is playing catch-up, knowing another big storm is predicted for tonight.
Hey, you're not the only guy in trouble here. So go sit in your truck.